Hi friends, Carla here. I'm coming at you with something a little bit different today. Most of you know, well, if you've seen many of my videos, you've heard me talk about a sewing magazine called Simply Sewing that I absolutely love. And so I've been looking for other magazines, and I was hoping to find one from the United States that was good as well. And I picked this up at Joann's the other day. It was $6, $5.99, and just to flip through and see what I thought about it. Now I'm going to go ahead and say from the outside that my favorite is Simply Sewing magazine. I feel like it's an incredible value. You get 2 full-size printed patterns, and you get usually some other pattern projects from inside the magazine as well. But that doesn't mean that other sewing magazines lack value. So let's go ahead and have a look at this one. I have flipped through this. I've read 1 or 2 of the articles, but I have not read the whole thing. I love this outfit. I think it's gorgeous. This is what experts are sewing and doing for the fall. Some reader tips. These are products that might be good. I'm really interested in this thing right here for my cutting table. I'm filming this on my cutting table. And I think that would be kind of cool to keep around. This is a kind of a feature article on this woman, Melissa Fair, who has written this book. So it just gives you a little bit of information about her. This article I found very interesting. As a vintage fabric enthusiast and now vintage fabric seller, if I do want to know what a fiber is, the thing I typically do is the burn test. You can chemical test. I haven't done that. I'm not interested in it. But this magazine comes with this textile burn test, and it even has this whole chart. You can also get this chart on the Threads website, and there's an article that will tell you there, Threads magazine. So this is a pattern hack from a Berta pattern, and they added this little bubble sleeve, and these directions tell you exactly how to do it. Now I'll tell you, I was reading this last night in bed, and I could make no sense of this. So I'm not saying that it's nonsensical, but at least after a full day, it didn't make sense to me. But I would go back and try again. But I do think that the sweater is adorable. This one is about what the best shape of cardigan for you to wear with your bottoms. Like a full skirt, short cardigan. Full pants, short cardigan. You know, straight skirt, maybe a long cardigan. I think that's what this article is all about. And there's our little, oh, she's all warm. She's been outside. That's Nutmeg. Then here's some question and answer with really good, complete answers. So that's kind of cool. And then here's an article on serging. A nice basic article. I think almost anyone, unless you're a true expert, can benefit from a serger review. And this is a no pattern instruction, I believe. Yes. So that's kind of cool. That's cute. You know, of course, no darts or anything, but if you make it with a drapey fabric, it will still look beautiful. Now, see, I haven't even gotten this far into it, so I haven't even seen this part, so I'm looking at it with you. Seasonal sewing. Oh, this is the gal from Indie Sew. This is a Colorado business owner, Allie Olson. And so, yeah, she lives in Boulder, and she has a small fabric and pattern store called Indie Sew. So that's what this article is from. I'm so glad they featured her. That's fantastic. We have two, of course, in addition to Mayfield Fabric. No, I'm just kidding. We're fledgling. We're brand new. But we have two really cool, kind of famous indie fabric things here in Colorado. We have Indie Sew, and we also have Fancy Tiger. Indie Sew is in Boulder, and Fancy Tiger is in Denver. And they're both fairly well known throughout the sewing community. So that's cool. Nice article. Apparently, this article is going to teach you how to alter a basic pattern to create a cool log cabin effect. That's pretty neat. Gives you all the details. I don't know that I would do this, but if you like this sort of fiddly business, here you go. Now this I like. This is just a kind of a take on a Welt Pocket. This is for those of you who are ready to take your sewing up to the next level. I'm not really there yet. I'm not a seamstress who looks for challenging things to do. I just guess that I'm still challenged enough just finding the time to sew and getting everything done from an average pattern. But I do like this, and maybe someday I will be in the position to where I want to get super fiddly. Look at that cool chevron welt. Oh, a curved welt. And then here's the basics on the original Welt Pocket. History. A history article. Look at that bra. 1893. Designed, patented by Marie Tusek. This is some kind of flower painting and dyeing or something. This is pretty cool looking. I don't know. I'm not into this arts and craftsy business aspect of sewing. I do like this, and I do like these tote bags that they've made. So I think that's cool. But I'm not, to me, I love fabric so much that's already created that to make my own, it's just not interesting for me. That doesn't mean that this is not an interesting and informative article. Same thing with this. No. Just paint slashes on fabric. I'm not that impressed by this. This turned out kind of interesting. This is like with a plastic bag or something. Again, would not do any of these. No, wouldn't do it. But if you like the arts and crafts thing, there you go. Make yourself a leaf vest. Bra basics. This is a nice explanatory article. I have made one bra, a real bra. I have I have all the classes on Craftsy with Barbara Johnson. And so this, this is a much lower level than that. However, it does explain everything. And I think that is super cool because when I made my first bra, I bought a kit. I've bought several kits. I don't want to name the names where I bought them because I'll get them wrong. But I have bought several bra kits because for beginners, it's very hard to know what they're even calling for. And so this article kind of gives you the rundown on the various things. So this is turning a t-shirt pattern into a cute wrap. I like that. And then this is kind of a fun article. 10 must-have pieces to sew and swap for a career capsule. Toaster sweater. Berta-style dress, Berta-style jacket, Infinity Skirt, Roscoe blouse by True Bias, Esme by Named, Wardrobe by Me pants. This is here in this magazine, the pattern for this. Ginger Jeans by Closet Case, Berta Cowl Tank, and the Axel skirt by Megan Nielsen, and the Callie shirt by Closet Case. and a laptop sleeve, which is here in this magazine. I love capsule things. I love this in fashion magazines when they do layouts like this. And then they're going to show us how to put them together. And I could look at this nonsense all day long. I love this stuff. I love it in Vogue magazine. I love it in any magazine that does it. And so I love it in this magazine too. Each of the looks paired, and you've got your shoes and some accessories. So that's cool. I have a 4-day work week, so this is more than 2 weeks of looks for me. Oh, and there's the patterns for the infinity scarf, the laptop sleeve, and the working tote. An article on coat linings. See, now this I really like. I like that they broke this down into warm, warmer, and warmest. Because, well, I live in a state with seasons. And so I need these 3, levels of warmth every single year. So that's interesting. This magazine, I read this whole article. I thought it was a little bit silly. Just my opinion. This is cool. You guys know I sewed the tea house dress last month. I didn't have any real problems for it, but if you haven't sewn it yet, it looks like there's these entries on the blog for Sew News blog, maybe? I don't know. Shop. Sew it all. I don't know. Here they're looking at fashion and giving you patterns that could recreate that look. This is home stuff. Books. A hack to turn a clutch purse into a boutique belt bag. I'm just not sure that people in their 50s, I feel like if I went around with this, people would think that I'd been wearing it since the 90s and not that I was cool and edgy and just got it. That's the problem. It's a problem with being older. This is cute. A sewing playlist, and that's that. So, I don't know how often this comes out. This is the August-September edition, so I'm assuming 6 times a year. Do I think this is worth $6? Yeah, there's probably $6 worth of content in there. And you can pick it up right at your Joann's when you're in there taking advantage of their pattern sales. Do I love this as much as my Simply Sewing magazine? No, not even close. But if I saw another edition sometime when I was in Joanne, would I pick it up? Yeah, I think I would. Anyway, I just thought you guys would like to have a look at that. Have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.